Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be painting War Machine. And if you remember our last video, we were talking about painting this guy like Punisher, the Punisher War Machine. So in order to do that, we need to do some blocking out of colors and where they fall for this guy. I think instead of black, we're going to be using this gunmetal gray color from Vallejo. That's just gonna get us in a better spot, but I think first thing we should do is take our Blood Angels red and get the eyes really quick and the arc reactor in the middle, just to have those done, that if we do spill over any what's it called, any paint, we'll be able to, we'll know we have to paint over it now instead of later. So first, let's just get this guy. We'll definitely have to fix that. And then we'll just try to get into the eyes. Just do like a little swipe in there, and that'll help us get those really quick. All right. So now that that's done, we can move to the gunmetal. And I don't think I've used this color on anything really yet. Let's give it a good shake. It looks like it's a metallic paint, so this might actually not be the way to go. Just looking at it right now, we're gonna go black, because I can already tell just with the color it is, it's too gray. So let's just load up our brush a little bit here, and then let's start with the head. This is the most important part. And let's start with kind of the outline around the mask that we need to figure out first. So definitely there. And then looking at this, I have a reference off to the side that I will be working from. I think we need to come into here a little bit more. So there, we know the inside here is black, as well as basically the entire outside here. Just kind of brush it in to get our outline of our helmet. That, and then clean there. Gotta get the other side. This is the slow part. This is the nerve-wracking part of this paint job. Just getting the skulls right. So let's just hit those. Remember when I was building this and I was like, should I build the head separate? For those of you that yelled at me, yes, you were correct. I should have built it separate. but we didn't, so we're working through that now. Okay. So now for the skull. First of all, there's a piece of hair on this, and I don't know where it came from. Well, I mean, obviously it's from my cat, but where my cat? Oh, he was probably on my sheet right here. Okay, so there are two nose pieces right in here. Ooh, that's good. One. We're shaking a lot, so just get a better grip on it. Move it in. Whew. Maybe turn it upside down. Try it this way. Okay. So now we've got two little dots for its nose. And now we gotta do the stripes for its, let me just get that a little wet, the paint here, so get it flowing better than it is right now. Okay, so now we need to do here. And now we need to do the stripes. They go from the main mask down to the chin piece. This paint is not flowing off this brush. What am I doing wrong? Give me a comment and tell me what I'm doing wrong to make this stuff not be flowing. I've thinned it. It's just not. One. Oh, we're getting in there. It's just might be easier to flow the white onto it. Like I've thinned it. I've thinned my paint, and it is just not. Maybe it's drying by the time it gets over to here. Dude, this is weird. All right, let's just. Even if I just go in there with the black, it's not going. So something's definitely going on here. Oh, there was a dried chunk on the brush. That'll do it. So let's try this again. Now that there's a ton of black on here. So we just basically put a black square on there right now, or a rectangle, and then we'll go through and put the white into it. But while we're here, let's just clean up all the around stuff so that that can be ready to go for us when. Okay, so now we gotta do the one on the chest, which is, oh god, it's a little bit more annoying. So we'll leave it here, probably frame it out here to be the main part of it. And then it kind of goes at an angle. circles around like that. Circles around like that. And then comes up. And around like that. So I'll probably have that whole center spot be the center of the actual logo here. So let's just fill all that in so that we have it kind of more prominently marked. And then we have the eyes. See, this is the hard part, because I didn't do this big enough. And since the arc reactor is here, it's not going to fill in as good. But we can do the nose here. Here, right here, is where we're gonna do the teeth on this part. We'll do some other colors in there later, but here we go. Let's clean that up. There we go, so there's that. We just need to widen this headpiece right here. So let's get our matte white, which is our primer color. And the kitty cat is screaming. Nice and thin for us so we can actually use it. Okay, so now we want to kind of build that out like that, clean up around the noses right there, and then now maybe we can get into the mask here, the helmet. Okay, it's better. It's a better working point than what we had. And then I think we can just kind of clean up the in-between in here. Like that. And then for here, we can just add eyes kind of over there, but they will be obstructed by the arc reactor, which is fine, I think. I think we'll be fine there. Whew, that was stressful. but we got there. Um, for the rest of this guy, we're gonna hit him all with like pretty much a black right now. You're like, why did you do Zenithal highlight him then? Well, because I think it was an easier base for us to go through for the skulls and stuff. And now we can cover everything up and then go in with our metallics and stuff like that to really bring out the rest of this guy. So let's just hit him with this, and then we'll let this all dry, and then we'll come back to him in a bit after he's dried pretty thoroughly. And also I probably need to, you know, just take a little breath because that was pretty stressful of a paint session, just because it was not stressful, but like, you know, very intense focused. And so, you know, it's nice that I'll take a little break from that. And then here, when you're doing the blacks, make sure that you're getting in those little nooks and crannies, because that way, although the little undersuit bit, we're gonna leave this dark black, and it'll really help sell that it's, you know, multiple different types of materials and colors later. So just do your best while you're coating it. And if there's anything that you did want to leave any colors, like, just go ahead and do it. This is very specific for me, like how I'm doing this right now for the Punisher version. So your version of just painting regular War Machine will probably just be what I do after this is all dry and everything like that. So just give it some time really quick. Let me just get up in here, up in there. Just make sure he's nice and coated with black. Make sure you're not messing up what we just did, because that would suck. And we'll put all like the little, he's got like a lot of white markings on his suit too, like kills and like symbols and stuff. So we'll get to those too. Don't you worry. It was just a matter of seeing if we could even do a decent Punisher skull on the helmet, which I think we accomplished. So we'll get there and finish the rest of it. You're like, this is boring. Can we speed up just painting the whole thing black? Like, but I mean, in all fairness, this is the main color of this suit. So, okay, so be careful around his face over there. So we're not going to even go in there yet. And here we can go in there. Oh shit! And of course, did I hit it? I can just highlight that really quick. Get there. Make sure you're getting in all those little nooks and crannies, especially for these guns. They're in this rack of bullets here. Gun. Okay. Clean that off. And then we have this little nook inside here that we just want to use a better brush for to not hit the face. Don't want to hit the face. You used a lot, huh? It's like I don't know how to just base coat a whole model. So let's just get... You don't have to do this because we're going to go through with a lot of silver and stuff. But, you know, I don't know what's going to be what yet. So just make sure, just try your best to get the best coverage that you can on the model, on all the little bits and bobs, so that you don't have to make a decision that you don't want to later. Okay. Let's get the white really quick to clean up the side of the face here. There we go, that's better. Okay. And then just hit that really quick. Okay. Alright, so we'll let this dry and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, I think we're pretty dry now. I've gone through and we missed some spots and fixed it. I also got rid of the eyes on here. I mean, since the arc reactor is there, I don't think we should have I don't think we should have the eyes on it, but I'm also just gonna dot it. And then kind of smear it out a bit. Okay, whatever. So now we're gonna get some metallics. So we're gonna use good old fashioned gunmetal for most of the metallics. I got my reference behind me to kind of... Why is there so much cat hair in here? I have this thing closed all the time and I don't know why there's cat hair in it. Okay, so first off, these chest pieces here, we're gonna get all of these and paint those this metallic. And it's okay because like with the black we can always go back over later. So like I usually say it's okay. Then like for sure we know that these are gunmetal. Just being careful where the white is to not go over it as best we can. Okay, other pieces. Got like this little crotch piece there, and then I want this whole knee piece here. We also want the same knee piece here. check my reference. I've got this piece in the arm right here. Can't see it on that side. You kind of can. Okay, and then let's see. Let's look some more. Let's do this little. Now we're just kind of going off reference here just to get some more silvers in here. For here, let's just get the over part here. Get our brush wet again. And part of this part is this part, I think I just did. Get this whole guy right here. And then on the shoe, there is a spot here as well. Like that. Let's get this back booster cover as well. And what we're doing is we're just breaking up all this black. We're gonna, so it's not just like a flat black model. So let's do that as well. And just looking for more areas where we want to maybe add this. So like, I think definitely in the stripe there and in the stripe here. You can also do this little top bit as well on both sides. It's like a P90 magazine or something like that. For here, the back, there's like some stuff that we can do. So let's just like do these two things, maybe this little middle guy, just to these little doors that are on top here, just to help break up that flat black. And then inside these shoulder pads right here, inside the shoulder pad right here, let me see, just kind of like searching around the model for areas that we might want to color. Maybe on the helmet we can get some, like right here on this little C-clamp thingy, that it's like where the ear is. Okay, and then it's mostly, bullets are brass, but this is like a belt that's fed to here, so it wouldn't just be exposed bullets. So it'd be like a belt of that holds the ammo inside of it. It's not just loose ammo hanging out here. So let me just do some painting of this. This is definitely a gunmetal color. And if you want to paint it like just bullets that are open, go for it. I'm just kind of my own personal experience. This would probably be like just a belt like magazine that held the whole thing together. So that will be, that looks like so little, right? But maybe we just trust the process or go all in here. So let me just paint inside here with the metallic also. Paint in there, and then also the back part of this as well. Let's get that. And like I said, we're just adding kind of layers to the whole thing. There's like this little collar inside the collar, so we can kind of do that in there. Okay. Now we can move on to this gunmetal gray. I think it was right here where we had it. Let me keep all these out so that I know which colors I'm using. So let's grab this, and this color should be darker than the metallic that we were using, but it does not look like it. So let me just clean this up. This could be your gunmetal color too. You don't have to do this color because it is a disappointment to me right now. So stand by. So here's what we're gonna do instead. Instead of gunmetal, we're gonna use this blue gray. No, we want black gray. But we want it a little lighter than the black gray is. So we're gonna take this black gray and we'll mix it in with a little bit of white. And this will give us a good separation. It should give us a good separation of colors here. So now we can go in here and like this whole panel right here, paint with this black gray. Same thing here, just a black gray around the back here. Same thing for this little canister guy on top here. Paint the black gray on top of that. And then we can get this little circle guy here as well with the black gray. Circle guy here, and then this little canister looking thing. Okay, and then on the knee pad, we'll just get like the tip here. Make sure you get the inside as well. Same thing on this one. Okay, and then the little crotch pad we'll get this middle part of the boot right here, and then the very front of the shoe here. Same thing, front of the shoe. Pull it along. And this little front bit right here. You might not be able to tell the difference on the camera, unfortunately, but there's a big difference happening here. And all we did was just mix a little bit of white in with this black gray, just a teeny bit. And these little boosters right here, we'll hit those just to kind of pop them out a little bit more. Same thing here. We'll pop those guys out. Then there's this whole like side panel here that we want to get. All the sides here, get all of those. Even up here, you can get this one too. Because I'll remember, like, we're just breaking it up. Okay, now what? Now let's get the tops of these. Careful because we're by our face. Okay. Then we'll get like this little strappy bit here on the arms. Just like the little extra armored bits that are on him. And then for the shoulder pads, the very middle layer, I'm gonna hit with this black gray. And that's the one that goes to like this little rivet that kind of holds it all together. And on the back here, just follow the panel line here for this part. And I'm just like winging it here. I'm just kind of like taking it and just seeing where it's taking me to go into these pieces and change out what they look like. Now the guns will also be fully painted in this color. Because it's like guns aren't, like the metal parts on guns are like pure black, but the rest of it is kind of a gunmetal color, but that gunmetal color is not the color I was looking for. It's like a grayish black for those. For the minigun, we'll leave it mostly black, except like the back canister end here. And some of the other bits on it, the little rotors. You can kind of be a little bit sloppy with this because it will kind of maybe look like a highlight at the end of the day. Just fill in the blank there. The neck seal will get better. Clean up there, get in there. Okay. Now what we can do is take our white, and he's got some like markings on his leg. They're skulls, but we'll kind of just do tally marks like that. And he's got some on the side of his chest here. So let's kind of put those off to the side like that. So he's got the markings on him. Let's see here. Just thinking of what we can do to pop it more, you know? I think, let me see here. Just waiting for Muse to strike me and tell me what to do to make this better. Just make sure we got this pretty clean. Get his arm, get his glove there. Just going back and kind of cleaning up while I'm thinking, cleaning up the black areas. I mean, we could just give it like a dry brush, but that would be kind of dumb. I think that would be pretty, it would look, maybe it might look bad. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe if we use like a super light metallic like this one, the silver, to kind of break it up more. Let's see. Let's get a super duper dry brush. You don't want to mess around. You don't want to mess this model up. So let's take this. And we're gonna start low for sure on the model. Just kind of give him a little bit of a battered look, that this is all metal, like none of it's plastic. Mess up the legs a little bit more, like the feet, because those are like walking around and stuff. Make sure get the tops of the arms and stuff. So now he's got some dings on him that aren't the same color as everything else. And now what we can do, so we've done this silver, and that's pretty much it. The white, of course, but on this, let's clean up that little dot that we did earlier that looks like garbage. So let's just take that and just get that there. And then usually what I want to do is take like a purple, well, I want to take like a brass, first of all, and kind of hit the tips of the guns for like a carbon burn kind of deal. So just get those guns there, and the missile pods as well. And then take a purple wash, this Druchii Violet, and make like a bluish, purplish burn on the tips of the guns from just overheating and firing a lot, you know? So just kind of take those, take that. So you take this Druchii Violet, I take that, and then I also take some blue Drakenhof Nightshade and pull that toward the back, so that it goes, it usually goes like a clear metal to copper to purple to blue. And that's kind of how you get the burns on the things. And then what we can do now is just finish up our base. So we'll take our black and get the whole, paint the whole bottom. Oop, give me this. Black just goes there. Yeah. I don't know how I felt about that gunmetal. I was hoping for a grayish, like a black gray, like I already have, but like more on toward the gray side. I mean, obviously it was not that. It was just basically another gunmetal type color, which I mean, I guess I should have figured that out because it's the same company and it's gunmetal, and then that's gunmetal gray. So maybe the search continues for like a more gun black color, but we'll find it one day. We'll get there one day. We're not in any hurry. Okay, and then we get our medium sea gray for the cloud that he's in, or the smoke. Ooh, as I fling gray paint everywhere. And we're gonna kind of do like a weird job of this because it's smoke and it's like explosions. So just kind of dot it along, picking up some of the black that's wet right now on the base to help kind of blend it all a little better. And then we'll just take the straight up gray here. And then what we can do is now take some orange, or you know, or yellow for like the booster color. Maybe this blue, or because it's like a repulsor. So we'll take this, get our brush nice with it, and then do it towards the top here where like the actual boosters are. And then wipe it off here, and then just kind of smatter it into the, first take it off that, smatter it into the smoke a little bit, so it's a little bit like a booster smoke. And then that should have given it enough time for the black mostly to dry on the base, so that we can just put our color for the concrete down. And that's just a light dry brush over the top. And that's gonna do it for our War Machine. As always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think. Like to see like what directions you would have gone to try to accomplish the Punisher War Machine. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.